Innovation Award in Alibaba Cloud Global AI Challenge 2021. Now let me share the screen again. Yeah. Yeah. Topic for the day is resource management in Alibaba Cloud, and it is Gavaskar. Yes, it is MEP at Alibaba Cloud. So, moving to the agenda for the today's session, first we are going to see a short introduction about Alibaba Cloud and its global infrastructure and what are the different data centers available across the world. We are going to see. And then we are going to see about what is resource management, what are the benefits of resource management. And then we are going to resource management in Alibaba Cloud. That's we are going to see how what are the resource management techniques or resource management services available in Alibaba Cloud, such as resource sharing, resource tagging, resource grouping, and tagging policies. And finally, we are going to have a demo on how to share the resource between different Alibaba Cloud accounts and how to tag the resource so that efficiently we can access the resources which is present in the Alibaba Cloud. And we are going to see how to do the resource grouping, how to associate the related group of services in a resource grouping. And finally, we are going to see how to apply tag policies. And finally, we are going to provide a key takeaway, that is a free level 1 certificate will be provided for all the participants of the day. Now moving to introduction to Alibaba Cloud. So Alibaba Cloud is a cloud computing company and it is a subsidiary of Alibaba Group. It is founded in the year 2009. It provides cloud computing service to its online business and its own e-commerce ecosystem. And its international operation is registered and headquartered is in Singapore. It is ranked #1 by Gartner in Asia Pacific region and 4th in worldwide. And moving to the global infrastructure, Alibaba Cloud has 86 availability zone and 28 geographic regions. And you see, Alibaba Cloud has 2,500 plus content delivery nodes is available in Alibaba Cloud. And you have to know what is content delivery node. And you think that you have created a service in Singapore and more number of proximity user is present in India. Then what you can do is you can purchase a content delivery node in India so that you can provide seamless experience for the users who is using your application in India. That's about content delivery node and availability zone and geographic regions of Alibaba Cloud. So now moving to the topic of the day, it is introduction to resource management. So now we are going to see what is resource management. It is a collection of associated resource management services used to provide easy management of enterprise IT administration. We are going to see how we can associate the resource by using set of management services of Alibaba Cloud. And what are the benefits of resource management? We can plan, build, and manage the resource that are used by our enterprise application in a centralized manner. And we can simplify the resource and permission management by using centralized way. And we can share the resource of Alibaba Cloud account with the other account, and we can as well as we can share the resources from another account also. And it allows us to categorize the search and search for and aggregate the resource that have the same characteristics. So now moving to resource management in Alibaba Cloud. So for efficiently managing the resource in Alibaba Cloud, we have different services provided by resource management console. That is, first one is resource directory, resource group, resource sharing, and resource tagging as well as resource policy. Now first we can see about resource directory. Now, by using resource directory, we can implement the account management based on the organization structure of the enterprise. We can plan, build, and manage the resources that are used by the enterprise in a centralized manner. And we can help us to meet the requirement of our finance, security, audit, and compliance departments. And for the benefits, what are the benefits of resource directories? Business environment-based creation of organization structures, centralized management of Alibaba Cloud account and resources, and centralized management of billing and invoices. So this is an example. This is an overall architecture for resource management in Alibaba Cloud. You can see a root folder. That's a root account will be there. You can create different folders based on the organization structure. Yeah, for example, you can consider one folder as far as for the department accounting department and another folder for auditing department, and you can create further folders based on your organization structure. You can create different folders and you can assign different administrators or different members for each and every organization. And finally, you can create a resource group. Associated resources can be aligned to a single resource group, and each and every resources can be tagged. And again, you can have you can assign a tag policy for creating a tags in each and every resources. So this is a management resource management architecture commonly used in Alibaba Cloud. Now moving to resource grouping in Alibaba Cloud. So now what we are going to do by using resource grouping is we are going to associate the later resource in a single resource group name. It allows us to eliminate the complexity of authorization, categorization, the cloud resource in a single Alibaba Cloud account. So now you see, you have to know one more thing over here. If any cloud resource is uncategorized, it is sorted in the default resource group. I will explain this in the demo. And why we are going for resource grouping? For efficient management of resource in different organization, and we can assign an administrator for a resource group, and each administrator can manage the resource which is assigned in the particular resource group, and it is used for it will facilitate easy way for managing the billing and accounting. So now moving to resource sharing in Alibaba Cloud. So resource sharing is another facility which is provided in Alibaba Cloud Console. What we can, by using resource sharing, what we can do is we can share the resource between the cross account. That's for with the other account which is present. So this in the diagram you can see that resource owner is there. That's a resource administrator will be there. You can share the resource and to any other account which is available over Alibaba Cloud. So I will be showing a demo on this so that you will understand clearly. So now moving to tags. So tags allow us to group and manage the resource within the account used in the enterprise. It allows us to categorize the categorize the resource which have common characters. We can search the resource in a rapid manner by using tag, and we can implement operation and management by using tags. So now moving to different types of tag available in Alibaba Cloud. So first tag which is available is custom tag. By using custom tag is created by the user, and we can add up to 20 custom tags to the resources. And predefined tag, by using templates, we can create some tags that will tell us predefined tags in tags. And system tag, it is automatically created by the system. That is, it will be automatically created by Alibaba Cloud. We did not want to create a system tag. And created with tag is associated with each and every resources created by Alibaba Cloud automatically. You did not want to add create by tag. And most probably, the creator of the resource will be automatically added by using the create by tag. Now moving to tag policies, we can set some tag policies for the tag policy for the tag, so that when you are creating a resource, automatically the policy will be adapted to the particular resource which is created through Alibaba Cloud account. And this is a overall architecture which I have explained already. So root account is there. That's we tell us root folder. We can create different resource directories or different folders based on the organization structure. We can create this based on the department. Or if you have a department as audit department, you can create a separate folder for audit department. If you have accounting department, you can create a separate folder for accounting department, and you can associate administrator for each and every folders or each and every department, and you can create a resource group, and directly you can associate the resource group with the resource directory or with the folder. We can associate the resource group with the folder. And again, you have to know one more thing over here. We can create different set of tags. We can create for each and every resources. We can create different set of tags, and this tags we can create a set tag policy, so that automatically the tag policy will be associated with the resource which is created over the Alibaba Cloud account. So that's a short introduction about what is resource management, what is the different resource management techniques used in Alibaba Cloud. That is, we are going to use resource sharing, resource grouping, resource directory, and resource tagging. These are the different techniques which is available for efficient management of resources in Alibaba Cloud. So now, moving to the short demo on working with Alibaba Cloud Resource Management. So first I will be explaining about how to work with the console of Alibaba Cloud Resource Management. Then I will be explaining how to create a resource group and how to add various resources in the resource group which is created. And then I will be creating a resource sharing. I will share the resource in my account to some other account or some other account which is present, and I will be accessing the resource from that particular principal account. And finally, I will be creating a resource tags. That's, I will be creating a custom tag. I will be creating predefined tag, and then I will be associating some resources to the both custom tag and predefined tag. And in predefined tag, what we can do is we can create a tags by using templates. Predefined templates is available in Alibaba Cloud. You can use that template for creating a predefined tag. And finally, we are going to see how to create a tag policy and how to associate this tag policy with the resource which is already created in the Alibaba Cloud. So that's a short demo we are going to see. So first, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, this is resource management console. Yeah. So I hope that screen is visible. This is a resource management console. You can see the resource management console over here. So now you can find different options over here. This is a resource center. You can have a resource search over here by using a resource group. These are the different resource groups available. You see, I can click the default resource group. I already mentioned that the default resource group, the resources to which you didn't assign the resource group will be grouped in the default resource group. That you have to know clearly. So you can find many resources over here. You see, these are the resources for which I didn't assign the resource group. So this resource group will be present in default resource group. Now storage. This is one of the resource group I have created. I have associated one storage, that's one OSS storage with this particular group, and it's a white space, and there is no resources associated with this particular resource group. And this is another resource group. There is also, for this resource group also, I didn't associate any resources. Now PPC resources, you see, I have associated 3 to 4 resources to this particular resource group. Okay. Now moving to my resources. So now moving to my resources, you can find different set of resources, all the set of resources which is available in your Alibaba Cloud account. So this is in a management perspective. It is very easy for you to manage all the resources from a single console. You see, we can find all the resources over here. You see, in my account, what are the resources present in my account? All the resources we can find in this particular console. So now, if you want, you can find the resources. If you want to find the resources based on the resource name, based on the region. If you want to find the resource which is present in the region, this particular region, there is no resources. Now you can see, I will get some resources from India mode. So you can get all the resources which is present in this particular region. So you see, you can in a single console you can manage all the resources. You can find all the resources which is created in your account. So in a management scenario, we will be having hundreds of resources, and some resources will be idle. To identify that, we can use this kind of this particular console for identifying the idle resources. Now you see, I can find all the resources over here. Now I can this is a set of resources. All the resources are present over here. No? Now you see, we are moving to resource directory overview. So now I already explained the resource directory. It is used to create a management structure. Okay, if your organization have different set of departments, you can consider as account department, or you can consider as audit department, or a development department, or a testing department. So you can create different resource directory for different department, but everything will be associated with a single root account. So you can create that. Now you see, in my case, now I cannot create this resource directory. The reason is my account is not an enterprise account. It is a user account. It is an individual user account. So I cannot create a resource directory. So you can create resource directory is a simple concept. You can create that's based on your organization structure. You can create different directories. You can create, and you can associate different administrators for the different directories present. And you can manage the resource in a centralized way. You can manage the resource by using resource directory. In my case, unfortunately, I cannot create resource directory since I am using individual account, and since I am not using enterprise account, I cannot activate a resource directory. It's not possible. Okay. Now moving to resource sharing. We can move to the resource sharing option, which is available over here. Yeah. So now you can find different options over here. A resource I share. So what are the resource you may share to another account? So you have to know one important thing over here. We are going to share the account in a cross-account fashion. That's what we are going to share the account to some other Alibaba cloud account. We are going to share the resource to some other Alibaba cloud account which is present over there. Now by this option you can find what are the resources you have shared to some other Alibaba cloud account. Now there is no resources I have shared. Now this is a principle is nothing but this is a Alibaba cloud account number. So it's a 16-digit account number which you have provided for sharing the resource to that particular account. So these are the three options present over here: resource shared resource, and principal. Now you see what I am going to do is I am going to share one of the resources to some other Alibaba cloud account. For that, what you have to do is just you have to click create resource share. Now I will put VPC sharing. So I am going to share a virtual private cloud to one of my another account. Okay. So I am giving the name as VPC-sharing. So now you can find the resources over here. Now you see you can find the resources. What are the resources available? Now you see I have selected Mumbai region. Okay, I have selected this Mumbai region. So now you can find all the resources which is available. Yeah, which is available in Mumbai region. Yeah, VPC sharing. Now you can find all the resources which is available in the Mumbai region. Now you can select the VPC. Now you see in this case I am going to select this VPC. I am going to select this VPC, and these two switches are available on this VPC. Okay, so this is a resource. Virtual private cloud is a resource which I am going to share for another account. So I have to select the switches which is available. In my case, no, VPC switch 2 and VPC switch 1. These are the two switches available in my account. Now I am going to share this to another principal account. Okay. So now you have to select the permission. By default, you will get this permission. Now default permission will be there. This is enabled over there. So now again you have to click next. So now you have to provide the account. Provide the Alibaba cloud principal account to which you have to share this resource. So now in my case, no, I have the Alibaba cloud account. This is the account to which I am going to share this particular resource, particular VPC resource. Now you have to enter the account ID. This is Alibaba cloud account ID of the user to whom you are going to share this particular VPC resource. Okay. Now click add. So now this principal ID, the name is added, and the principal type is Alibaba cloud account. So now I am going to share this particular resource, this VPC resource, to this particular account. So to particular user with this particular account ID, I am going to share this resource. Now again, we have to click next. Yes. So now everything is ready. You can check that what is the resource you are going to share, and what are the resources. This is a VPC. VPC. This is a resource name, and these are the resources you are going to share. You are going to share the switch. Two switches are there in this particular VPC. You are going to share that. Yeah, you are going to share that. Now the permissions, and by default, the permission is associated with this particular resource, and to which principal ID, to which Alibaba Cloud account you are going to share that particular resource you have to provide. Now you have to click OK. Yeah, now it is ready. Yeah, now you see the account is associating. Okay, this particular resource is associating to that particular user of this particular account, particular principal account. Okay, now it is associated. Now what I am going to do is I am going to open this particular account. Okay, this is another account. I can see that I opened in a new tab. This is the account to which I have to share this particular resource. Now you can check this. Go to resource sharing. Resource shared to me. You can check this option. Yeah, now you see you can find the resource. VPC sharing. This is a resource sharing name, and this is a resource owner ID. This is a resource from which the owner of the resource, and this is pending confirmation. Now I have to accept this. Accept. Okay. So now you see you can find the resource. This is a resource which is shared from another account. Now we click this. Yeah, it is ready. You can find two resources. You see, this is the two switches I shared from my account. From to this is another individual account of mine. I shared to this. Now you see you can find the resource. You can find the permissions. What permission is associated with this particular resource. Then you can find the resource. This is a switch. Now you can find the switch over here. This is a switch which I created. Now you see this is a switch which I created. The routing table you can see. Okay, so this is a simple way how you can share the resource to any Alibaba Cloud account. The cross account sharing is possible in Alibaba Cloud. So you can share any resources. In my case, what I have done is I have created a VPC resource, virtual private cloud, and virtual private cloud I created two switches in the particular virtual private cloud, and I have shared to some other account, which is through the principal account ID. Now you can see this resource. Yeah, this is another resource. So that's all about resource sharing. It is a very simple concept. So just you have to create a resource sharing name, and you have to associate the resources with the principal ID. You have to provide the principal ID to which you have to share the resource, and so that the particular resource will be shared to that particular account. Okay. So now moving to this is the option we are now you see you can find resource shared to me. By this option, you can find what are the resources shared to you by some other accounts. If some resources are shared to you by some other account, you can find the resources over here. Okay. Now you can find the permission library. What are the permissions you have granted? You see, this is a default permission we switch. This is the permission I have granted for this particular resource that you can find it. Okay, that's a short thing, a short demo on how to work with resource sharing. Now we are going to resource grouping. So this is resource grouping. Already I mentioned that resource grouping is very simple. It is what we are going to do is we are going to relate the resources with same characteristics. So if you have VPC, related resources such as switch or VPC, you can group in a single resource group, or resources which are associated with your applications can be associated with a single resource group. So now what I am going to do is I am going to create a resource group. It's very simple. Just you create resource group. Now I am providing us VPC resource group. Resource group. VPC resource group. Display name VPC resource group. So now I'm creating a resource group. Now if I click OK. Yes. I'm going to provide hyphen. Yes, okay. Yeah, now done. Now the resource group is created. So this is a new resource group is creating. We can wait for a few minutes so that the resource group will be created. So now what I can do is I can associate the resource. I can add the resource to this particular resource group. I can manage the resource. I can monitor the resource. This is that's no. We can in a single console itself. We can manage all the resources which is available in Alibaba Cloud account. While yeah, it is ready. Yes. Now the resource group is created. Now what I am going to do is I am going to manage the resource. I want to add some resources to this particular resource group. So manage the resource. Yeah. So now what you can do is you can add some resources. Yeah. So now in this place now we have to add the resource when we are creating. Okay, when we are creating the resource, you will ask the resource group name. So we have to provide the resource group name so that that resource will be added over here. Now what I can do is I can transfer in the resource. Now I can do some transfer in the resource. So now you see what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer some resources from some other resource group. Okay. So now this is what. Yeah. PPC. Okay. Yes, done. Okay. Now Singapore. Provide all. Yeah, you can find the resource which is shared to this particular resource group. Okay, so either no, what you can do is now you see another option. You can purchase the resource directly from here. This is another option. New option is present over here. Directly, I can purchase a resource from this particular resource sharing console option. It is also possible. So directly, I can purchase the resource. Now you see, I will click this. So I'm not going to purchase. So I just show you. Yeah. Now you see, you can purchase the resource directly from this particular console. It's also possible. So you can purchase the resource, you can transfer the resource from some other resource group, or from the default resource group, you can transfer the resource for this particular resource group. So now again, you can see you can manage the resource group. Now you see, you can manage resource group. Now if you want, you can delete the resource group. You see, you can delete the resource group from this particular. So you go to manage. Yeah, you go to manage. Yeah, now you see, I can delete the resource group. Delete this particular resource from this resource group. It is also possible. Okay. Now I think this resource is we are unbind first. Yeah. Now we can monitor the resource using Cloud Monitor. This is another service for monitoring all the resources which is present in Alibaba Cloud. So we can monitor the resources in a dashboard way. We can monitor all the resources which is present in Alibaba Cloud. Now we can manage the permissions. Yeah, you can grant permission. Resource. You can create policy. You can create custom policy. So I will, you see, this is a policy which I created. So I will explain how to create. This is a policy which is already available. This is a policy which I have created. You can create a policy and you can associate this policy to this particular group policy. It is also possible. Now go to system policy. This is a system policy which is available. Administrator access. This is the policy which is already available in Alibaba Cloud. We can associate this policy to this particular group, or we can create our own policy. No, you can create a policy. Okay, I will explain how to create a policy when I am explaining tag policy. Okay. So that's all about resource grouping. It is very simple. Just we got to create a resource group with the resource group name and description, and we have to add some resources by using manage resources. We can add some resources in the resource group. And another option here is what you can do is you can purchase the resource. That's a new option available over here. No, you can purchase the resource directly from this particular console. That's resource sharing console, and you can transfer the resource from default resource group or some other resource group which is already available. Okay, so that's the thing about resource sharing. Now we are going to tag. So tag is another important concept. So what is the use of tag is we can search the resources which is available based on the tags. Okay, so it's important concept. Tag. Now we go to tag. Yeah, as I mentioned previously, you can see custom tag, predefined tag. So custom tag. So if you want to create a custom tag, just you click create custom tag. So custom tag, it is created by the user. It's created by user, and we can associate 20 custom tags with a single resource. Okay. So now I created VPC tagging. Now I put as audit department. No? I am in the audit department. I am going to create this tag for audit department. Okay. So now again, so I am going to create only one tag. I am going to associate. Next. Now you see, you can select the service to which you are going to associate this particular tag. Okay. In my case, now I am going to associate this with VPC. It's a private cloud. Yes. Now you can provide either you can provide the resource ID. Either you can provide the resource ID of that particular VPC, or you can select the resource. You see, the resource is available. I can select this resource. Okay. So now I can select this resource. To this resource, I am going to provide the custom tag. Okay. The custom tag which I provide is VPC-tag audit. This is a custom tag which I provided over here. So that now I can search audit. No, I can do some searching as audit. No, so I can find this resource. Okay. So yeah. So now we see in the business scenario, we will be tagging a single tag for more than 100 to 200, more than 100 resources. Okay. But in my case, now I am going to tag only one resource over here. Now click OK. Now this is done. Yes. Yeah. Now tagging resources is done. Now you can click if you want to find the resources which is present in this tag. Just you click view to the resource. Yeah. Now this is one of the VPC which is associated with this particular resource. Now, if you want to add the resource to this particular tag, you can add. Again, you can add. No, you can search the resource. You can search the resource. Yeah. You can search the resource ID. Okay, only one resource is there. Now, if you want, no, you can add the resource by using the resource ID also. Now, I will show you how to add this by using resource ID. So I will go to virtual private cloud. Yeah. Now, 6 VPCs are there. I will just click this. VPCs. Yeah. I'll go to Mumbai, India. Yeah, now you see this is a VPC ID. This is a VPC instance ID. Just you copy this and you can paste it over here. Okay, then click OK. Oops, some issues there, no? Stems. So I'll check it again. Yeah, this is ID we copy. Add resources. VPC, you have to provide VPC private cloud, and you can provide the resource. Your class. So now I think already the resource tagging is added for this particular resource, so it is not possible. Okay, so only the new resources I can add it over here. Okay, that's the thing. Okay, you can add. No, so that's the thing. Okay, now we see custom tag is completed. Now we are going to use predefined tags. Okay, I am going to create a predefined tags. here no, we have set of templates are there. For creating the tags, we have set of templates. That templates you can utilize for creating a predefined tags. Obviously, click here. So now you can use the template. You can import the template from Excel file. You can select that template tag. You can select customize predefined template. No, this is the thing. Now you see here you can select the template. Environment tag, organization tag. If you need organization, no. If you want to provide organization for the tag, you can do that. No, role tag, cost tag, user tag. No, now I am providing environment tag and organization tag. Now you see next. The environment you can provide a value. No? Environment you can provide the value as testing. So now company name. No, you can provide us multi-cloud for you. Department you can provide us for audit. So now I am not going to associate this tags. Okay, now just you can create a predefined tag. No, now you can add some more tags also. You see whatever tags you need, no, you can attach this particular custom predefined tag. Okay, yes. Now you can now see multi-cloud for you environment, it is testing, tag is created, and multi-cloud for you audit, multi-cloud for you. This is a tag is created. Okay, so now what I am going to do is it's a tag which is created. Now created by tag. Now this is this you have enabled this tag. No, it is automatically what it will do is it will attach the create by field to all the resources. No, who has created this particular resource, at what time the resource is created. All this is attached to the particular resource by default. Now this I have enabled already. I have enabled this resource, this particular option already I have enabled. So this will be each and every resources. No, this field will be attached. No, that's who has created this particular resource. That will be attached here. Now moving to the last concept, that is tag policy. Okay, so now we are going to create a tag policy, and what I am going to do is I am going to create a tag policy, and I am going to attach this tag policy to the resources which is already present over here. Okay, now you see first we are going to policy library. Yeah, now already I have created one policy and I have attached over the tag policy over here. Now I attach this. Yeah. So now what I will do is I will create tag policy. I have to click tag policy, VPC policy. Now I provide the name as VPC policy to create VPC. So policy for creating a VPC. Now you see you can provide the policy in JSON format as well as quick mode. In quick mode, no, just in a GUI you can provide the details. That's fine. Tag name. Okay, tag name I am providing as environment. Yes, for now I'm tag. Development. Development. Testing. So these are the different tags I am going to add. Okay. Now you got to associate the resource. No, you see you got to associate which kind of type of resource we are going to associate for this. And already I mentioned that is for adding tag to the VPC. So I am going to associate the VPC over here. Now you got to select the resource. You can find the VPC over here. Now you got to select the VPC. Okay. So now enforcement. I am going to enforce this particular resource policy to this particular VPC. So whenever I am going to create a VPC, automatically this tag will be populated over the creation. When I am creating the VPC, automatically this tags will be present over. I will show that down. Okay, then you will understand. Now I am going to enforce. Okay. Now specify the resource type. Again, it's VPC. To the VPC, I am going to enforce this particular policy to the VPC. Then automatic remediation. So it will create a remedy. No? Scope. Okay. So now now you see it will automatically what it will do now, which are the non-compliance VPC, it will display that. Okay, I will show that also. Okay, so that if you are enforcing this automatic remediation, it will show the VPC which are not compliance. Which are not compliance with this particular resource policy. All the resources will be displayed over there. Okay, now what I will do is create. I'll create this policy. Yeah, it's done. Bind account. Okay, bind account. Yeah, now policy is ready. Yes, policy is ready. Now, if you want, you can see the effective policies. What are the policies in effective enrollment? This is a policy which is in effect. Okay, you can find that. Now, detection result. No, you can find the non-compliance VPCs. You can find by using this option. No? Yeah, now you see here 19 VPCs are non-compliance. Okay, so for 19 VPCs, no, 19 resources, I didn't provide the tags correctly. Okay, 19 resources. You see here 19 resources, I didn't provide the resource tag correctly. So the policy I mentioned that to the VPC, I have to add the resource tag. Okay, so now you see you can repair. Now what I am going to do is I am going to repair. Okay, this is a resource which is not in compliance. Okay, so just you click repair. Now it will ask me, see, environment, I created this tag, no, in the policy, I created this tag, it will open. Okay. So, okay. Yeah, it's done. So now you see, now you refresh this page, you can find the non-compliance VPC will be reduced. How will be reduced? Yeah, it's very easy. Okay. So this is a way, you know, how we can impose tag policies to the resource which is created. Now again, I will explain. I will show one more resource which is non-compliance with a created tag policy. Yeah. Now you see, this is the resource. Yeah, this is the resource. This I give repair. I will provide the tag over here. Okay. Now again, okay. Yeah. Now you see, I will refresh this page. I can non-compliance resource will be reduced. Now. Yeah, it's done. Yeah, 17. Okay. So this is where, you know, we can find the non-compliance resources which is available. So in my case, what I have done is I have associated the policy with the VPC, virtual private cloud. Now what you can do, you can associate the policy to the EC, Elastic Compute Service. You can associate the resource, associate the policy with the database services. Similarly, n number of services which is available in Alibaba Cloud, you can associate the policies. So, okay. Now remediation task, it is done. That's not come, no. So this is a very, very important option. No, you can see, you can find the non-compliance resources, which is percentage of non-compliance resources you can find. Now you can search here. No, you see, you can search the environment. Yeah, this tag, no, already I done that. No, environment, I have done that. Okay. Now, yeah, I think we come to an end of the demo. So it's very simple. Again, I will just recap what are the concepts we learned. It's very simple. We learned about how to efficiently we can share the resource in Alibaba Cloud. What are the options available is resource directory. You can create a separate, based on the organization structure, we can create a resource directory and we can associate administrator for the resource directory and we can manage the resources in a centralized fashion or centralized way. We can manage the resources by using the resource directory, but this option is not available for me since I am using an individual account. If you are using enterprise account, this option will be enabled for you. Now resource sharing, what I can do, I can share the resource to some other accounts which is available in Alibaba Cloud. For this, what we will do is to the account which we are going to share the resource, we will tell us principal account, and you got to provide the account ID, 16-digit account ID you have to provide, and so that, you know, the resources you can provide, you can share to that particular principal account. In my case, what I have done is I have shared the VPC resource to the principal account from my primary account. Okay? And permission library, you can find what are the permissions you have done with the permission line that you can find. Now resource group. So we can create a resource group of any name and you can associate the resources with the resource group. Okay. If you are not associating the resource group with any of the resources, it will be available in the default resource group. You see, in my case, no, for 28 resources, no, I didn't assign any resource group. So it is available in default resource group. This default resource group will be created by default. By default, by Alibaba Cloud, it will be created. Now this is a, no, you see, this is a fine. So one of the good option, which I like more in Alibaba Cloud. You know, see, you can find the whole resources over here. You see, you can find or how many resources are present. You see, totally my account 28 plus 31 resources are present over here. I can find it over here. Now, which resource? Yes, just you go to manage resource. You can find where this resource is available. You see, in the Mumbai region. So what I can do is as a administrator, okay, as a manager, or as an administrator, no, I did not want to go to individual region, and I got to find the resource. No, directly I can find the resource. What are the resources available in my account? No, I can find it from there. No, if I am allocating some other RAM account, no, they are using some by mistake they created some resources in the RAM account. What I can do? I can manage the resource from here. I can find the resource what the resources are created, and you see I can delete the resource also. You see now I will delete this if you want. I can delete the resource also. You see manage. You go to manage. Yeah, you see you can delete the resource. So you see this is now you see this is VPC. You know if you want to delete the VPC, you can delete the VPC directly. First you got to delete switch. No switch you got to delete broken table you got to delete. Then only you can delete it. No, so switch. Here you go to switch. Okay, you see in a single console what you can do. No, you can explore all the set of resources available in my account. No, that's it. Now as usual tagging. So if you want to categorize the resource with common characteristics, what you can do? You can create a custom tag, you can create a predefined tag, and you can associate the policies. Associate the policy with the predefined tag. Now you see, in this case, what I have done is I have associated yeah, predefined tags. Predefined tags you can associate with the policy also. So go here and find that. No. Already I mentioned that time is run. Okay, no issues. Okay, so you can associate the policies, or you can directly create the policy from here, or you can create a policy from tag policy. Then you go to tag policy direct policy. No, you can create a policy, and you can attach the policy to the resources. Okay, you can attach them. In my case, what I have done is I have attached the policy to the VPC resource. So when you are running the detection result, you will be getting the non-compliance resources. Okay, based on the policy, what are the non-compliance resources available, you can get that and you can repair that. So repairing is smart. You can just change the, you can add the tag which you provided in the policies. Okay. So that's a short demo. I hope yeah. And participants now you can ask questions. So you can unmute yourself. Participants, you can unmute yourself and you can ask any questions. If you have any questions, you can ask. It's a Q&A session now. So it is one of the important area. No, you see, if you are creating a resource, you know that in Alibaba, it's not Alibaba cloud, any cloud service provider, no. If any unallocated resources, no, if you are using, no, it should be costly, no, in cloud, no, it's not free. Anything is not free in cloud. So we can centralized way, we can manage the resource efficiently. What are the resources available? What are the free resources available? We can find in a single console. Like you say, a single console itself, we can find unused resources. We can find through resource management of Alibaba. Okay. So any doubts? Participants, you can unmute yourself and you can ask your doubts. Yeah. So I hope there is no doubts. So we can move to the certification part.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Kamal.
Kamal,
Yeah, yes,
please, sir.
Bhubankar. I'm asking for the same only.
You can,
So
your voice is not
everything
audible.
we have clear right now. What is tagging? What is custom tagging? Whatever we have
Hello.
given demo, we
Let
can.
me share the screen again so that I will share the secret code for downloading the certificate. Yeah, let me do. Yeah, I had to share some more blocks for this. No, I have created 3 blocks for one for this is for resource sharing. I create Alibaba Cloud blocks. I have created Alibaba Cloud block. So you can refer this block. So I'll be sharing this in the chat. Now you can refer this block. Each and every step is explained over here, no? For creating resource sharing. Resource sharing. Then for resource grouping. This is for resource grouping. And this block is for tag. This block is for tagging. So
Okay.
just I'll share this in the chat. Yeah. So I shared the blocks in the chart. You can refer that. So again, I will share the screen and I will share the certificate code, secret code for download. So participants, the secret code is UJTBIV. So just I will share the secret code in the chart. Okay. Yes, speaker code is UJTBWIV. Okay. So now I will explain you how to download the certificate. Okay, how to download the certificate. So just this is a link. So this is our portal. So just you can search, no, directly you can search here, no, our source session. Just click this. You can find this option. You see resource management in Alibaba Cloud. Just you enroll. You click enroll. So my case now I already registered. Okay, it's my account is registered over here. So it is asking for navigate now. Or if you want, you can register as a guest. No, so I am going to navigate. See, already I have downloaded the certificate. So this option is coming for me. So I I will go back and I will register as a guest. Okay, I will log in with some other information. So, I'll provide my mobile number over there. Okay. So now just you have to click register. Now you see this come up for me. No, I have client certificate. So I am getting the option client certificate. Just you click this. Yeah. Now you have to provide the name which has to be displayed in your certificate. Now just you click this and next. Now you have to provide the secret code. Okay. I will copy the secret code from here and I will provide it over here. Okay. Now next. Yeah, it's done. Certificate is generated. Now you will get the link to download the certificate to your mail ID. You will automatically uh, the response. You will get a response in your mail for downloading the certificate. It's nothing but a certificate download link will be shared to your mail ID. Okay, so I can find it over here. So now,
Hi, Gavaskar. Can I know what is the this? It's a
in
valid.
a few minutes, no, I can change this option will be changed to download certificate. No, I can. It will take some time. Okay. So this is steps for downloading the certificates. Okay, and you see once you download the certificate, you can share it in the LinkedIn, and you can tag multi-cloud for you technologies, so that we will be providing some stats for you. Okay,
Hi, Gavaskar.
so
Hello. Hello.
yes,
Hello. Yeah, Gavaskar. Can I know
yeah.
what
Any
is the
doubts,
hello?
participants? If you have any doubts, you can just ask. Okay.
Yeah, Gavaskar.
You are in unmute.
I am audible. Hello. Hello, Gavaskar.
Hello. So I
Hello,
hope
Gavaskar.
that
Hello.
there is no doubts.
Hello, Gavaskar. Hello.
Yeah. So participants, you can share your questions in the chat also. Any so certificate there is no time limit. No, there is no time limit. But you can check the validity of the certificate in our website. No, it is that option is available.
Okay.
Kamal, I think I hope we got the answer. No, can I know the certificate have any time limit validity? There is no time limit. Okay, you can use this. Yeah. So I provided the link to download the certificate. Please. So participants, I have shared the link to download the certificate. So you can just go to www.fifthir.com and you can search sessions by choosing the option sessions. You can search resource so that the event will be populated over there, and you can click that, and you can directly download. You can provide your credentials and you can download the certificate. Yeah, I hope that you have downloaded your certificate. Now you can share the certificate in the LinkedIn. Okay, so that's all for the day. I hope you enjoyed the session. So it's important. It's a vast topic. So I got a small insight on how to work with the resource management of Alibaba Cloud. That is how to work with resource sharing, how to work with tagging, and how to work with the tagging policies, and how to work with resource grouping. Thank you, participants. Meeting.